Okay. Hi, everybody. Let me get a YouTube chat. If you're watching on the recording, thank you very much for watching the recording, and scrub forward until you see me doing something. I generally give a few minutes here at the beginning, let people for the live show pop in. So, yep, today we're trying something brand new. We'll see how it goes. Hey, Dee Dee. You're bright and early. Probably don't need live chat, but we'll get it anyway. Hey, Bossy Butt, you were being funny this morning. Hi, Terry Brett. Hi, Linda Rentz. I just saw Tim over on Instagram. He's so freaking lovable. Hi, Art Curious. Hi, Ann Lair. Hi, Barbara Clark. You've been watching Then Creative? Hi, Leah. So yeah, we're gonna do watercolor with some doodles on it, and the finished piece of art on the girl that I watched was so cool. I thought I've got to do that, so I'm gonna force it on you guys. Hi, Icy. Yep, I love Devin zines too. I can't believe she recreated all your art, and I remember actually seeing that. Hi, Deborah. I hope I haven't missed anybody. Hey, Rachel. You're back from surgery. Oh, yay. I've been thinking about you so much all morning. So just sit back and rest. You've been watching The Creative? Oh, The Creative Cove. Yes, yes, yes. Barbara, that's the one that I watched. That's it. So, and I'll mention her again while I'm doing it. And I've watched Creation CC. I watch a lot of her videos, partly because she's just chill. And I mean, she always does nice art, you know? Yeah. So, Barbara, I'm going to give it a go. We're going to see how this goes. Hey, Dorothy. So, yeah, Rachel, I'm so glad you're out of surgery and everything's good. So, whatever the doctor told you to do it. I think you had eye surgery. Robert had both of his done. My problem was keeping Robert quiet for the first day. I think they said, just stay quiet, just go home, lay on the couch. Oh my God. Hi, Kathy Berg. So, yeah, we're going to give it a go and see. Okay, and she did break up her page like this. Maybe that's what made you think of it. Yeah, because she did break up the page. Thanks for the prayer, Rachel. They're always, always, always appreciated. We need them now more than ever, I think. So, one of the things when I watercolor, everything has to be completely dry to draw on top of it, obviously. So I'll be using the heat gun today. All right, put my coffee back here. See if my heat gun is plugged in. Oops, I set the trash can on the cord. I almost dumped my trash. That would be horrible because you know me. I couldn't say, well, I'll just leave it and get it later. I could not do that. I would have to get it right now. So, yeah. All right. We've got a few in here now. So, anyway, yeah, what I'm going to try today is doodling on watercolor, and it came up on my suggestions for you. I'd never watched her before. She's very cool though. I liked her video, and she was doing doodling on top of watercolor, and it's kind of my feeling about it was it's kind of intuitive because you do wet on wet, and I'm going to show you that, and then dry it, and then use whatever the pattern of the watercolor is to create borders for yourself. Um, So yeah, and I just figured I'll just use the grabby watercolors. I've used them a lot since I've gotten them. They're pretty inexpensive. I think it was $40 for like 100 different colors. And I have to say, I'm enjoying them. And I think the best thing about them, I mean, and I have little travel sets. But the coolest thing about these is the little case. It's just so travel friendly. So, and you know that everything is in there when you get where you're going, you know? So, yeah, I'm going to give you this little piece of plastic and then a really, really screwed up swatch card. It's way screwed up, but it's all good. Are you going to go rest? Okay. Bye, Rachel. I'm glad everything went well. Just rest. You've seen some of her videos? Okay, Terry, so you know. Oh, Terry, on your 3 prompts from Dee Dee this morning, now this will give you an idea of how messed up my brain is. Because it was 3 animals. One was a turkey, a bat, and something else. I'm just gonna say armadillo. The first idea that popped into my head was a zine, obviously. A turkey, a bat, and an armadillo walk into a bar. Woohoo! There we go. This story's off and running. So if you didn't think about, because you know of the jokes, a Jew, Italian, whatever, walk into a bar. So yeah, Terry, there you go. If you didn't already have an idea, yeah, there you go. There's your idea. Okay, so the first one she did, and y'all, if you've watched me for any length of time at all, know that one of my very favorite color combinations is blue and brown. So she did blue and brown, and maybe that's why I liked her art so much, because it was so my color combination. So I split the page into different sections. Oh shoot, I should have gotten my paint ready first, but oh well. It'll all be cool. Um yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And I just use that to get it wet. Okay, so use the screwed up swatch paper. Oh my god. Let's see, I'm gonna use I think it's indigo blue. And you don't need a whole lot, and I don't even mind the splatters, so that's all good. So we got a little bit of blue, and we'll get more if we need it. And then I kind of want just brown. Yeah, we'll just use brown. They didn't get crazy naming their paints in Grabby. And if you think the internet isn't watching you every minute of every flipping day, since I ordered this set of Grabby watercolors, I get ads endlessly for Grabby products. Now I'm going to wet it again because I should have had the paint already. And then we can add a third color if we want. Okay. So it's just intuitive. Just put your color down any old place. And this is Canson paper, so I was hoping it would behave a little bit better than maybe some of the less expensive ones, but who knows? And then you have to leave some white space as well. So, but I love the blue and the brown together for sure. Even if it gets a little muddy, I don't care. I'm cool with that. And if your paper is wet enough, which mine obviously is, all right, and I'm going to have you guys throw out some other colors. And I'll go ahead and paint the backgrounds. and then dry it and then start drawing. All right, what color would look good with blue and brown? Maybe a little bit of green, just for interest. 3 colors to me always seems a little bit more interesting. Okay, I'm not going to go overboard on the watercolor to start with. We can do 15 of these if we want. We don't care. All right, somebody holler out a color combination to me that you want to see. I'm going to do this one, blue, green, and purple, I think. All right. We'll do a sky blue. Viridian green, which is more of a blue-green. Now that's very close to the sky blue, isn't it? We'll pick a different color green. Some of these colors in here are so bright. Orange and turquoise. Leave it to Devin. We'll do orange and turquoise. I'm just going direct from the pan. I don't normally do that, but and a lilac purple, which I just got green in. Oh my goodness. So it's going to be dirty. I'm going to wet this a little bit more. Purple, red, and blue. Purple, red, and blue would work okay. I didn't leave much white there. So in an effort to correct that little bad boy, we'll just pick some of the color up. Because there are no rules, you know? Make it up as you go. I'm going to add some more. Back up. All right. What was Devin's? Orange and turquoise. Orange and turquoise. And that's another nice thing about having a set like this. Like, you never have to question whether or not you've got the color. You know you've got the color. Turquoise. Let's see. There's a nice dark turquoise here. We'll do this. All right, Devin, this is it. Yikes! I didn't clean the brush out real great. Oh well, it'll be okay. We're not going to worry about it. Got to keep Devin happy. See, I wish like those dark outlines would stay because that's very cool looking. And I could help that curl if I had tape this down. So if you don't like the curl and puddling and stuff like that, tape your paper down and that will end that. Just for the hell of it, Devin, I'm going to add a little bit of brown. That's another color combination I like, orange and brown. And then there was one other color combination, red, blue, and purple, I think is what I saw. And it's going to be tiny. Which red? Let's do alizarin red. It's kind of more of a rose colored than a red. Use that same lilac. And which blue? Let's use cobalt blue. I have to clean the blue out because I had other colors in there. All right, looks clean now. So it's obviously going to be more pastel-like. And the thing is, now if we don't like it, go back and add more, change it, do whatever you want. You do you, boo. Yeah, it is washy between the panels. Yeah, I just picked one that I don't really ever use. Hey, Uncle Dan. These are, hey, Cat and Paste. I'm using the Grabby. Notice in the very cool little tin. You get 100 colors. They're like, I think they were cheaper when I bought them. They were like $40 or something. And I'm not a fan of metallic and neon as a rule, but these are actually pretty nice. We'll see if I actually use them, right? All right, now see if you get the hard lines where your paper dries out. That is an awesome thing. Excuse me. I'm going to stop up a little bit. Excess here. Definitely want to soak that up. All right, this is not horrible. Maybe a little bit. I love that hard line there. Paper is still slightly damp, so let me get some of the indigo. Is that indigo? Yeah, it is. Okay. Okay, this may be a big mistake. We're going to find out. But I'm going to go ahead and re-wet this right in here. Blot it a little bit. And hopefully I'll get some nice hard lines there. We'll see. I'm going to stay away from the edges, obviously. All right, let's dry it and see how we do. Oh, I want to clean up that. That's just sheer mud. All right, hey, Gun. Hi, Kelly. I know I've missed a bunch of people, so thanks for coming. Let me hit it with the heat gun real quick. It's funny because in this little red, the alizarin, was that what it was? The alizarin red down here is really granulated. I don't think you guys can see it on the camera, but it really, really granulated. So that's very cool. This one's going to be dry first. So. I think this one's dry enough. We'll just let the others air dry for a while, and if I need to, I'll hit it again. And what best I can remember. So now we're going from my memory, and this is where the whole thing is really dangerous. Because my memory, yeah. All right. What pen to use? See, that's always the problem, is what pen to use. I think she was using one of the Uniball Vision pens. I'm almost sure. These used to be very favorite pens, and then I got away from them. And then I was talking to Dee Dee, and I went ahead and ordered some. And these, when they dry, believe it or not, they don't advertise it at all. But when these dry, they are absolutely waterproof. Um, so yeah, don't be afraid of these pens. They're pretty inexpensive. This one is the EYE needlepoint, but they come in lots of different points. So after I tested them out and found out that they're really waterproof, they're comfortable in your hands, I will be ordering more. Just saying. And it really is just intuitive. Just do whatever you feel like. Like, you don't have to outline every one of the hard waters. But that line just intrigued me. So if you're looking for an inexpensive, good waterproof pen, Uniball Vision. Another thing she did that I really loved, your willpower just died. Oh, cut and paste. She used circles, which I am a fan of circles. Buy yourself a very cool template. One of the problems with these templates is, depending on the pen you're using, the ink might leak underneath. So what you do to stop that is put some masking tape to lift it just up off the paper enough. So the ink doesn't go underneath. But honestly, you can't, on these, you can't screw up. It is a Uniball, Kelly. They've been around. I mean, literally, I used to use them in high school, I think. So, what the heck? Hang on, I'm typing in chat. I don't know how to stop it, you guys. I'm at 12,000. What the hell? Oh my God. Let me go. Hang on. How did that happen? I just started typing C's in chat. Probably when I put the watercolors back down on the keyboard. Yeah, that's not always the best thing. Okay. So there are no mistakes, what I was going to say. So you just can start doing. Another pen that I was going to try on this today was the Arteza. I'm not a huge fan of the Arteza, frankly. They skip too much. I like a pen that you can write backwards or forwards and they won't skip. So you just kind of have to let it happen organically and just start doodling. And the paint has kind of created your borders for you. Okay, and I'm going to admit right now, drawing these lines without a ruler is slightly unnerving for me, okay? But I made myself a promise before I turned the camera on today that I'm not going to torture you unless I think I can get away with it, in which case I might. But yeah, things just kind of happen organically. And if you don't have patterns, Dee Dee was telling me, and what was her name again? The Creative Cove, where I saw this particular type, um, said just Google pattern designs and you'll get more than you can draw in a lifetime. So some of these might be Zentangle designs, but I was going to specifically not use Zentangle designs. But old habits kind of die hard. You know what I mean? But I'm really just going to intuitively fill in with whatever I feel like. This is like no pressure art, you guys. It really is. And the idea that she was talking about was um, leaves white space, add black. So, hey, CB, go ahead and torture us. You're tough. Well, I know you're tough, but the rest of these wimps, I'm not so sure, CB. Oops. But doing this stuff with no plan, um, without a ruler, whew, this is enough to make a girl kind of nervous. Just saying. But I have to say, and I know some of you may not find Zentangling um, especially relaxing. To me, it is. Okay, I'm going to try the Arteza on these little bit bigger spaces because that needle point will take forever. And I do try and use permanents. So if I want to go back in and add some color or something, I don't have to worry about the ink spreading, right? The black Arteza ink is not as black as the Uniball. Just saying. And I don't expect that I'll get this whole page done today. Depending how well, on the smaller designs, obviously, you wanna use smaller patterns, right? Check chat. Those paints are 124 Canadian. Are you kidding? Are you kidding me? You guys, I offered to be your mule. I'm not kidding you. One thing I think I'm not sure about when I'm shipping stuff to Canada, you guys need to tell me, is if I went ahead and bought you a nice gift here and sent it to you, do y'all have to pay duty on it when you receive it? I know some countries do, but I don't know which do and which don't. So if I just sent you a happy birthday gift and put gift on the declaration page, which I'm inclined to do, um, how much duty do you guys have to pay? Because $124, I mean, that's just insane when I'm paying 40 here. And I thought we were bad. Y'all are worse. You know what I'm going to try real quick for these big black areas? Another thing I'm not crazy about these Sharpies is, okay, that's fine. They're not a real black either, but they'll be fine. So use what you got. Who cares? How long did you work for the cartel? I I cannot tell you anything, Uncle Dan. Can't say a word about my work. I used to do it for another one of the streamers up in Canada. Gift has a minimum value. Exactly, cat and paste. If you can buy Daniel Smith for not much more, I'd say go for the Daniel Smith. That just seems insane to me. But you guys have coffee crisp candy bars and we don't. So, just saying. When I was a kid and we went to Canada, I could hardly wait to get across that border. And my dad knew as soon as we crossed that border, if there was a place to stop and get me a coffee crisp, that was his orders, man. Stop immediately. Now, most of your other candy I didn't really like, but the coffee crisp, oh, I love that thing. Another thing I liked was your French fries were better. I'm not a huge fan of French fries, but Canadian French fries were really good. Probably because they cleaned the oil. I swear to God, American restaurants never clean their French fry, and maybe that's in my head, okay? Just maybe it's in my head. No more than $60 gift free. Is that for one individual item, or is that combined? So if I declare $60, then you're fine, but if you go over the 60, then you have to start paying duty on it. I'm just clarifying so I understand. And do they use the amount on the declaration page? Because, okay, let's say I make a handmade gift and I have to declare a value, but I'm gonna declare something ridiculously low because, yeah, it has no retail value. I don't know. I guess I don't understand that. And why should you have to pay for a freaking gift from a friend or a family member? Just I don't know, maybe I think different than other people, but, um, that just seems wrong. Like, get the hell out of my business. If my friends wanna send me nice gifts, shut up and be randomly opened by customs as a check, and I don't have a problem with that. I mean, if it's not a handmade item, that's different, but, um, I don't know. I just feel like you just go too far, don't you know? Yeah, that's just not black enough for me. Alright. And then just because I can, and I like white dots, let's get the white pen working. Add some little white dots in here. Okay, and just because I'm nosy and curious, um, have any of you had your packages open? See, I think that would tick me off a little bit. Well, but maybe they would suspect me of drug running or something after I said the mule word. You could put the watercolors in a handmade box, not fancy, and declare it a homemade gift. See that? Okay, and saying they open them often. Now, see, that just kind of surprises me. They literally pay people. Okay, now this is another question I have just because things drive me crazy. Um, I don't know what those postal workers earn, but I suspect that they're probably earning a living wage, wouldn't you say? So they're paying people 70,000 or more dollars a year. I'm just saying. I'm not gonna give give them a huge salary, but I'll give them a little bit of a salary. Um, how much does each of those postal inspectors generate in duty? Just because I just think, where do they just say enough is enough? We're paying a gazillion dollars in salary and benefits and a space for you to work and, the overhead involved to generate how much, um, income for the country. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, it just seems ridiculous to me. But what do I know? It's both ways across the borders. It's custom agents that open cross-border packagers. Okay. I don't know, you guys. Maybe I don't know. Sometimes I think our government, and I'm not just American government, um, any government, create programs like this. Um, and in the end, it creates more bureaucracy and it ends up costing more in the end. You know what I'm saying? Some of the things that governments do, it just drives me crazy. Meanwhile, 10,000 a day walking into our country. Exactly, Dee Dee, carrying anything. I mean, fentanyl. Then you walk in the country, boom, we'll give you a free cell phone. Are you kidding me? This is not immigration. This is invasion. It's bullshit, and I'm pissed. All right. Glad that I got that off my shoulder. Now, one thing, and I don't know if since there are no rules, I kind of have to make up my own rules because I am a rules person. Um, I think it's probably a good idea just for aesthetics and whatever, balance, um, to repeat some of your doodles throughout the picture. And I try and do that with Zentangle where I don't have 500 now, a lot of my stuff does have 500 different patterns, but I try and repeat it. Drawing lines without a ruler. Oh, I must be insane. No doubt. I don't know if you guys saw it, and I don't intend for this to be a political channel at all. Sometimes I think I wouldn't mind. Um, but the mayor of New York now is going to court to take away their sanctuary state, um, label because he can't deal with the number of people that he's having to accommodate. There are millions of people. Screw you, you're a sanctuary city, get over it. That's what you wanted to be, now be it. Hey, y'all. Hi, Danielle. I hope I haven't missed too many of you coming in. 3D 3D printed guns came in from the US. Yeah, well, they would probably wouldn't even, have a, metal detection, right? I'm guessing. I don't know. It's hard not to get mad as hell at these people, frankly. And don't get me wrong, I am a firm believer in legal immigration. My point would be do it the right way. And then when you get here, you are respected. We'll treat you just like anybody else. Shipped a fur wedding hat. Yiddish dry mail for my boss. Got stuck in wildlife and fisheries customs. Total nightmare. Oh my gosh. Oh, Dan. Ugh, you have no clue. Okay, what are you guys thinking so far? Isn't this it's just there's something appealing about it. Um, let's see, I'm gonna do some more different. Let's see, this one down here. I don't know. I think these live streams and it's one of the reasons I don't very often talk about just stuff that's going on in the world because I think we all need a place to get the hell away from the worries of the world, you know. So that's part of the reason I don't very often talk about stuff that absolutely makes me so damn mad. I just want to go out and kill people. Thank you, Anne. Hey, View. I have to say, Terry, it is relaxing, very relaxing. And I don't know, you could cut it up, turn it into bookmarks, whatever else you want. I want a space here, though, somewhere. And I think part of the appeal of this is you can't think too much about it. Just got to do. But I'm a huge fan of circles, so. But I think Zentangle is also very relaxing. Okay, and just for something different. Okay, I'm gonna cheat, okay? I'm gonna cheat. Kind of looks like a map. Exactly. And I still have that map um zine idea written down in my idea book. I just haven't had time. And you guys, I told Dee Dee when she called just a few minutes ago, and I told her, I did it again, you guys. I went out and worked in the garden, but now all the gardens are done. Um, so I won't be going out and messing up my back again. And I have to say, I'm really happy with them. And those damn deer, you guys. Oh, one of the things I put in the gardens, they're bulbs. Early on, when I very first moved here, I found a place in Tulsa that was selling bulbs or something really cheap. And so I bought a whole bunch of lily bulbs, and they have lived in the garden for all these years. The damn deer have started eating lilies after 25 years. I mean, literally, those things have been out there 25 years, and the deer now have decided they'll eat them. So I'm not going to get any lily flowers this year. It makes me so mad. All right, let's see. Maybe I didn't finish this up here. Everyone's doodles are so different. Yeah, CC Creation CC does these things as well, but hers are very flowery, airy, and pretty. But yeah, I do love her artwork. I will say that. I definitely love her artwork. Let's see. Let's pick this one. I did finish that Zentangle in that journal that I started on the craft paper. I think it's laying here somewhere. I'll look for it here in a minute. And who knows? Maybe one of these someday after I get some practice and find out the things that work well for me. Because I'm actually using that girl's kind of ideas. And so I think as I do more, I maybe will vet out what I like. And so I kind of create my own style more, maybe. I don't know. Um, but maybe one of them someday will become frame worthy. What do you think? It would be awesome. You like the dot pat this one down here? That was one that that girl did, and I really like that, and I'm gonna add that again somewhere, um, and I don't know, probably try and use that rule of 3 where you add 3 of everything. Your deer must be desperate. Right, Barbara? Well, see, that's the problem, and I've complained about it a whole lot, and you guys probably are sick of me complaining. Um, but our deer population is getting, out of control. Because nobody hunts here on the island because too much housing and they're all too busy golfing. Um, I think you can hunt with a bow and arrow on Monkey Island. I'm not sure, I'd have to check on that. But we don't have any natural predators, so the population just increases. I mean, that's sadly what's going on here. And so, yes, the deer at some point do get desperate, and it was like that in Boulder, up in the canyon especially, um, where if you wanted any flowers or anything out in your garden, you had to cover it with chicken wire. Well, I'm not doing that. I'm just not. I'll put it all in grass, take the flower beds out. The problem with me is my flower beds are permanent. It's not like, um, I can just take them out. They're literally rock cemented in. So I don't have a choice. The gardens are there to stay, but I've tried to now put them into things that don't take a lot of, effort. I used to spend just hours and hours and days and weeks and tons of money, um, on the gardens. Well, it doesn't take very long for the deer to absolutely crush your enthusiasm. And last year, it got so bad, I've always kept some pots of, um, impatiens up on my porch because they're always flowering, they're always pretty, there's no downside to them. They had to climb stairs, mind you, to get up to my porch to eat the impatiens. When they start eating hostas, I'm screwed. I'm telling you, I'm screwed. All right, somewhere over here. I like the white. Now, I'm not supposed to be thinking, you guys. All right, I'm going to repeat that design over in this. Go for that rule of three stuff, you know? But yeah, it's pretty bad. I'm not sure what the solution is either. You have a lot of, you love to see all the flowers. I probably should go out and take pictures out in the yard. I guess part of it is you kinda get into a rut, where I'm just so used to the lake being out there, um, and the flowers and everything that I never think to take pictures of it because it's just out there. Okay, but Kelly, I will make an effort this year to, take more pictures. I should have taken a picture of the peony bush. Um, it was absolutely beautiful this year. And then sometime over the weekend, we had tons of rain and wind and blah, blah, blah weather. And my peony bush is laying down on the ground. And when I was working outside yesterday in the garden, one of the people from one of the gated communities that walk up and down the road incessantly, she did not have a dog pooping in people's yards. But anyway, that was just an aside. Um, She even mentioned, she said, "Oh my god, your peony bush was so beautiful this year. Look what happened to it." 'Cause the wind and the rain had finally just beat it to the ground. Because the blooms this year were probably this big. Beautiful white blooms, bush looked healthy, everything was going so good, and now it's done. "You're done. Lay down on the ground." Ain't nobody got time for you. So, yep, peony bush is done now. I'm gonna tell Robert to stake it up. Ah, this pen. Why do I even keep it? I'm throwing it away. It's in the trash now. Um, I'm gonna tell him go ahead and stake it up and let it gather its energy for next year. So peony is done now, but it sure was gorgeous this year. But yeah, it's kinda like the baby geese. They're just such a part of life, I never think to take a photo of them or anything, but those little furry guys are so dang cute. But I should be done outside now, other than just watering and caring for things on the daily, but I don't even have to do much of that anymore because we put in a watering system a few years back, and that made my life awesome. So if you're wondering how to make your life awesome and you live in a blast furnace, um, put in a watering system, you'll love yourself forever. I don't know remember how much it cost us, but if it cost 5 times what I paid, I would do it again. Just saying. Peonies are your favorite? Yeah, peonies. Peonies usually get eaten up by ants. Yeah, the ants here are pretty bad too. And right now, I've been bitching at poor Dee Dee. She has to call and listen to my bitching. Um, when you say ants, it immediately made me think of the hummingbird feeders because the ants love to climb up the house to the hummingbird feeders. But I've been getting big birds landing on my hummingbird feeders, and they're swinging, right? They're hanging. So all the hummingbird food ends up down on the ground. Well, that what does that do? That creates a place where ants are gonna it's just like, "Is this even worth it? Is this even worth it?" Okay, on this one, we're gonna do something different. Since it's got a colored background, color them in white. So aren't you glad you came here so you could hear about all the problems in my life? But in all honesty, I will tell you, if this is the worst thing that happens in my life, I still got it really, really good. I used to sprinkle this family plant safe product, can't remember the name. You know what? I'm done spending money. Hi, other Janet. Hi, Joan. Um, years ago, I transplanted a rose bush that, was at a place that my mother lived, and it was just gorgeous, and I was bound and determined, that that rose bush was gonna live, and, there is a spray that you can buy that's a deer repellent, and it was, like, $23 a gallon. It was ridiculously expensive, and, it smelled like human waste. I'm not kidding you. It was the smelliest crap you've ever, ever smelled, and, I used to spray that on the rose because I wanted that rose to live so much. Hi, Dana. Um, but honestly, after I'd get done spraying it, I would literally be gagging, just gagging. I could not take it. But I did that for years, tried to keep that crazy, um, rose bush alive, and I decided at some point, "You know what? I am not gonna do this anymore. This is so stupid. I'm not doing it." So I finally gave up and didn't do it anymore. But yeah, You can buy all that kinds of stuff, and I'm not sure that you get ahead, quite honestly. Okay, I don't want it close to the edge, so I'm gonna I just think these are really interesting. And don't go around second guessing yourself, you know? Maybe one of these I'll do with more leaves and more like, Creation Cece does, where hers are light and airy with flowers and leaves and I don't know at what point you say, "Okay, I'm done. That's good enough. I want a little bit." I'm liking the parallel lines too, right? Anything straight makes my little heart happy. Let me see. I'll get the microphone so y'all can hear me. Can you hear me now? Oh my God. How's that? Better? Let me get back on my screen. Oh, my chat for Dee Dee's still open, I guess. All right. How's that? That better? Mic down. There you go. What is says that? I don't know. Maybe work for deer. What pen are you using? Dana, this one here is a Uniball eye. It's a needle point, which is, I think, if I remember right, it's like a 3.8. Um, and the beauty of this bad boy is waterproof. Um, I can't remember if Dee Dee told me that, but the girl that I was watching make this, she was also using um, a Uniball Vision, but I think hers was a bigger nib. So choose the pen um, with the nib size that you enjoy. You thought I fell out of my chair? Well, who knows? That might happen too. You never know. Okay, so I've got 3 of those. 3 of those. I need another one of those somewhere, but I don't want one thing I do wanna do. Let me think. I meant to do it when I had the watercolor out, but I'll just do it with black because I can. I'm gonna get a little bit of carbon ink here. Don't open ink over your art. I don't know why I suggest that, but probably is a really good idea. All right. I'm just gonna grab a little paintbrush here. Grab some little bit of ink. Hopefully, I'll get just little splatters. Don't need a lot. There, that's probably good enough. Ooh, that one went. All right. You guys, I hid the lid to the ink. Where did I hide the lid? What the hell? Really? Okay, there it is. Hey, Devin. You just came back in? I thought you were here earlier because I remember talking to you. All right, let me hit that with the heat gun because knowing me, I will immediately. Oh, you know what else we can do? Okay, wait. We got a straw here somewhere. Where's the straw? Let's try. No, that one's too big. I know I have a different straw here. There's my little straw. All righty. Awesomeness. I'm going to have a drop of water. Where's my little sop up thing? All right, we're going to leave that one for just a little while. And the nice thing is I did drop when I got water for that paintbrush, I did drop water on that, but because everything is permanent, I don't have to worry about smear it. So there you go. I'm liking it too, Devin. I want some more black, I think, in here. But I like the open spaces. I like the color. I just look down and I think I see something that I want to do. This blue, I think I want to go ahead and section it off. So in this one, I'll draw some more of those circles and darken it up. And I think you just, as you go, kind of just watch for the balance. And I feel like that's why I need some more black right here in this kind of big area. But I don't want to throw too much different designs in it. I don't think I want to do that whole big area. Do I? Do I? I know what I'll do. This has been one of my favorite doodles since I can remember, is these curvy lines that you turn into checkerboards then. My friend, I think her name was Karen. I know her name was, Karen Lachelle. We used to draw this all the time in different colors. And then when I got into Zentangle, I found out that it has a name called Knightsbridge, but I've drawn this for literally ever. Before I knew there was such a thing as Zentangle. Did you guys, when you were young, I didn't get to go out after school a lot with my friends and stuff, um, just because of my family, we did family stuff. But anyway, when you guys were young, did you write notes to your friends and pass them in school and stuff? What's non-poisonous? Hi, Pixie. Pixie, I never see you in chat that I don't think of my niece, Pixie Faye. And Pixie is a family name. I had an Aunt Pixie, a great Aunt Pixie. Now I have a niece. Note writing. Okay. Janet says, "No, they didn't." Kelly says, "Yes." Writing was a big thing. Yes, it was for us to do the locker room. Okay, in junior high, yeah, but in elementary school, and the reason I even thought of that was because the first person I ever did it with was Karen, that friend I was talking about, because, her sister was older than us, and she was probably in junior high when we were in 6th grade, and she wrote notes, so Karen and I would always write notes to each other. And the crazy thing was, we hung out with each other all day, every day at school. Like, I don't even know what we would have to write about, but we did it. And somewhere down in my junk downstairs, um, my college roommate and I used to, because we all had different schedules, um, we used to write notes to each other and leave them on the table. And the other day, I came across some of those notes, um, that my college roommate and I used to leave for each other. Honestly, I don't even know how we survived. Hi, 7. You were a good girl? Mm, okay. I was maybe a good girl, by somebody's standards somewhere, I'm sure. My dad my my dad dug me big time. Okay, we're gonna leave that one. I still think I need more black. Mm, somewhere over here, but I don't wanna put it on the edge, and that's kind of in the middle. Yeah, let's do alright, which one was Bossy Butts? Hers was the orange turquoise. We're moving on. The ink didn't dry on the, washi tape. Just a note for futures. Hey, Barbara. Let the songs begin. Alright. I kinda like letting the paint decide what your, design area is. And sometimes you just have to make it up. This would be very cool, and I'll have to pay attention to which of my paints are, um, more prone to granulating. The Daniel Smith Primatech would be awesome. Um, because this would be very cool with, granulating paints. Really cool. Hey, Barb Owen. We're doing intuitive kind of watercolor doodling today. Alright, for Devin, we'll draw a little tree here. Chicken chat. Do it, Devin. Do it. Do it. Make a video and I'll go watch it. I don't know if I want to leave that. Okay, I think I will. Just to connect it somewhere. I'm going to repeat those circles because I love them. But this is a bigger area, so I'll do them a little bit. Another thing, and I haven't talked about this forever, but it makes me think of Jennifer. Did you guys have peaches in school where you kept your papers in? My peachy would be absolutely covered in doodles like this. And her and Cindy, they haven't come to chats in a long time. They're both cross stitching, and they've done some beautiful cross stitches. They sent me a Happy Mail box one time, and it had the old style peaches in it. I haven't seen them. Of course, I don't look for them, in all honesty. But they sent me actual peaches. Hadn't seen them in years. And honestly, you guys, if you try something like this, there is no mistake. So just try it. You might love the results. I do. I hope I like the results of this. Because as a rule, in Zentangle, I don't like the color. Now, I saw one the other day that kind of intrigued me where they just had lightly added color in a few places here and there. And I kind of like that. But the colored ones I did, I wasn't a big fan. And I'm still not sure if I like the Zentangles on the craft paper. I thought I would with the black and then add some white highlights. I'm still kind of ambivalent about it. Not really loving it. So I might have to tear that out of that journal. And I am going to add some circles back to this. You didn't have peaches in Canada? Oh, how did you get through life without peaches? Okay, I'm going to add some smaller circles, and I'm going to put a whole circle on this time. Which that's going to feel, no, I'll do it like this. Oh, that's an interesting thing. I dropped some water there, probably spit, actually. Um, I think I'm gonna try to actually pick up some of the paint. We'll see. Some paint will work better than others for picking up. So let's just see what works. What is a peachy? Okay, as soon as I pick up, see if I can pick up this paint. I was hoping that would work much like Distress Inks. It did a little bit. I can see it. You guys probably cannot. Okay, hang on. I'm going to go show you what a peachy is because I know exactly where they're at. Okay, now when we were a kid or when we were in school, we didn't have multicolored peaches. Ours were, I don't think they were this big either, but they were this goldenrod color. And I think they were printed in brown. I'm not sure. You guys who remember, um, tell me. I'm drooling again. That could be very possible, Barbara. Okay, so normally you would have like one peachy. Well, when you were younger, you only had one. You shoved everything in one peachy. But when you got into junior high and you had multiple, like English and history and math and whatever, you had a different peachy for each subject. And then inside, there's this useful information. You had the multiplication table, which you could actually memorize, right? And then there were um, time measurements, all the conversions for everything. Um, yeah, Jennifer Crackalacken and Cindy Lou Who um, sent them to me. And they ordered them off Amazon apparently because I put the gift tag. So all the conversion tables, and then just like I did there, you slid your papers in, and after you carried these around for, because they'd get thick. Well, mine got thick because I was such a nerd. They would get, a little bit thicker, and the edges would start showing wear and everything. But okay, this is really going to shock you guys. Okay, I liked mine really nice. I didn't like my peachy after it was nasty and dirty and it had been drugged through school for however many months. And these were like 19 cents. Like they were so cheap. And I would draw on it. And but then after a certain period of time when you could just tell that it was just grungy, um, I would go buy myself, I'd save my money, and I would go get myself a brand new peachy. And on brand new peachy day, oh, I can't even tell you how happy I was. Well, there are folders and then there are peaches, Dana. I'm sorry, but a peachy is a peachy. And just any old other folder was not a peachy. I'm sorry. I hate to disagree, but I'm going to disagree. We're going to use a smaller circle now. We'll make it go off the page. Now, is that just a weird thing about me? My brother's peaches were so gross. Like you could definitely tell the difference between a boy peachy and a girl peachy. Okay, here's another question for you. In these peaches, of course, you kept your blank lined writing paper, right? Refill paper, whatever they call them. Did y'all like wide lined or college ruled? Did you know it is brand new peachy day today? Devin, you're just sitting there in your house making this crap up, aren't you? Yes, we did that too, Dana. Covered your books with, craft colored paper bags. Yep. No, that sounds exactly what you would do. How an American girl can tell a girl peach, oh my god, boy peaches were so disgusting. Like, the boys couldn't take care of nothing. Nothing. You're making up air poop. Air poop is gonna become a thing much like cranberries, isn't it, Devin? That was funny though when Dee Dee said that this morning, reading it backwards. Oh my god, that was funny. College ruled unless I had paper to write. And then what? Exactly, Kathy Berg still gets it. If it was for a note for one of my friends, I wanted the college ruled. But if I had a paper to turn in, then it was the white. That's so funny. That is so funny. Is Barbara leaving? Bye, Barbara. Go have a good afternoon. We'll probably see you at Barb's if I don't see you before then at Dee Dee's. Okay, I'm going to do a circle inside a circle. Oh, yeah, baby. We'll leave one perfect and we'll make one not perfect.
Oh, yeah, smells. Feels good.
Have you had anything to drink yet? Get yourself some water. You haven't had any water since you started mowing.
No.
You need to do that. Okay. Robert's mowing a field today. So see, Dee Dee, I did tell him. Yep, hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. It's important. All right. Well, it's this one kind of has the direction. Okay.
This mine's got the straw still in it.
Yes.
Okay.
Then you have to doodle the doodles, I think. Go have a great afternoon, other Janet. The peach of a stream. Yeah, you are on it with the puns, girl. I don't know. I can fill them in now. I don't want to have to remind myself to do things later. So now I'll doodle the doodles. It is kind of just mindless, really. You can't pre-plan, this for sure, and I'm all about the mindless. And Dee Dee this morning in her, stream was talking about what would you be doing if you had multi-millions? And I'm sure all of us and our spouses have had this conversation 1,000 times. What would we do different if we had tons of money? I can honestly tell you, I would literally do probably nothing different. The only thing that would be different in my world if I had $1,000,000 is I would hire a cook, I would hire a gardener, I would hire more done. But the older I'm getting, the more I'm deciding I'm gonna do that anyway for the things that I really don't like doing. I'm just gonna start hiring it done because really at this point, life is too short. So just do it. All right, what do I wanna put down there? Um, all right. Yeah, don't use the circle template, cheater. So Devin, do you like the orange and turquoise? This is not a color combination I would probably ever choose. You can't ever go wrong with a good circle, you guys. You like the color combo orange and turquoise? See, I don't dislike it, and maybe I could have added more color. Maybe I just didn't get enough color. But one of the things I really like about this is the white space because this was Devin's color choice. I might add a lot more black in this one because there is quite a bit of white. All right, well, I can add more than one, can I? And I do want some straight lines, so I have to decide where I'm going to put those. Okay. For whatever reason, occasionally you just need a straight line. I have a great um, sorry, to tell tonight. Be there or be square. Okay, I will make every effort. Barb, go ahead. Here, I can do it for you. Um, hey, put in chat what time you're going to be on tonight. Um, and I'll go ahead and get your um link. Because all you have to do is put how, and it pops right up. Okay, here we go. All right, you guys. I know most of you know exactly who Barb Owen is. She has been streaming at different times. So she's going to be on tonight, apparently, at 7 p.m. Eastern. So y'all need to get your butts over there because she's going to have a good story. And Barb is a great storyteller. Oh, lines without a ruler. Nerve-wracking. And I'm ready for a good story, Barb, so I will honestly do my best to try and remember. I can make a 5-minute story last an hour. I probably could too, in all honesty, Barb. I don't ever want to do anything right down the middle of the page, so I guess I will. Mm. Sign going up there. Add it right there. And I can't believe I'm not measuring to make sure this is actually straight either. Oh, you know what we'll do with this one? And it might be too much, but we don't care because we've never done this before, so we're learning as we go, right? We'll do a Mary Engelbright checker pattern here because a checker pattern is almost like a circle. You just can't go wrong with that. Just saying. Can't believe I'm not measuring this either. Yeah, they're gonna turn me into some kind of freak. And somewhere on here, I will add a checkerboard again. I never have done this before, but when I saw the girl doing it, I was very intrigued. I just thought, now that feels comfortable to me. We'll go ahead. Well, no, I'm gonna wait until we add some more elements before I do that, because one of the things I like about the straight lines is that they don't go all the way, is that they're broken up behind, it gives it a little bit more dimension. I guess you could go in here and add, some shapes as well if you wanted. You might do a little Bible ink and Lady Bellinger Street. Oh, you think that's gonna help, Barb? You go, girl. You just get right on that and believe that. And we'll all encourage you because, yeah, we like to be supportive that way. Mhm. I'm going to play with this. One thing, um, I think I would like more, and I've watercolored long enough that I should, know exactly how to obtain the dry lines like this, but I love those dry lines, so I'm gonna practice a little bit more with this. I don't like this in here because it looks dirty. So, and I'm not crazy about that either. But somewhere along in here, hmm, don't think, quit thinking. Okay. You don't have to, but I will always repeat a pattern. That might just look like a big old blob of ink, actually. We'll fix it here in a minute. That's also one of my favorite designs. I'm going to put them over here. Hey, you know it. Should have let that dry for another minute. All right, I think I'll duplicate the circles over here. I do like that rusty color right there, though, where the blue and the orange have kind of mixed together. That's really a nice color. Sometime this week or in the next 2 weeks, Robert's daughter's gonna be here. If it happens on a Monday, um, I won't be streaming, but I don't have a date yet, so, um, yeah, have company again, which I'm cool with. We always eat really good. I don't know why this pebble design is just so intriguing for me, but you can't screw up with it for sure, so and again, this is just the way I think. In my mind, I think your design choices or the size of your doodles or whatever has to kinda match the size of the overall piece of like, if I was doing a bigger piece of art, I could do these circles much, much bigger in my mind. Alright. What are some other patterns that I could, well, the thing is, if you try end up doing this and you, um, need patterns, just Google doodle patterns. You'll be busy all day, promise you. And I need lines at least one more place. I think I will go ahead well, no, I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna make this darker up here. What time is it? I've lost track of time, you knuckleheads. Okay, so this one, let's see, okay, I know what I'm gonna do in here. I just do the black circles. So you guys go get yourself a peachy and start doodling on it. Okay, would you do that? See, you know what? Thanks, 7. I'm liking it. I think this could become a thing with me now. I might do a whole bunch of just watercolor backgrounds because I can't just sit and watch TV as a rule. I gotta be doing something. So that's Generally, when I play in the Beast, is when I'm just sitting watching usually crime shows. Um, I did find a really good Canadian one, you guys. What's it called? Crime Beat, I think, where they solve, um, crimes and film it or talk about how they, solve the crime. Um, and what I find really interesting watching this Canadian show, of course, all the locations are, um, Canadian, and I'm absolutely shocked at how many of the towns that they mention, of course, Calgary and Toronto are obvious ones, but other towns that they talk about that I know of, it's like, "Oh, I've been there. I've heard of that. I know where that is." And they were showing, Robert was sitting watching with me. I think he gets tired of my choice of TV, but who cares? Um, they showed it had to be in Alberta, but they showed a stretch of highway where on either side of the road was just the most brilliant green on both sides of the road for as far as your eye could see, and it made me think of one time we were driving through Saskatchewan and where they were growing mustard, and, it was the most amazing sight, because the farms up there are vast, um, and they were growing mustard, and the mustard was blooming when we were driving through Saskatchewan north, because I'm sure we were going up to L'Orange, um, and the fields were bright, brilliant yellow for as far as your eye could see. Um, why is she acting like Canada is another planet? I don't know, just, um, because in America, we don't get very many television shows produced out of Canada. Maybe you don't realize that about Americans, that we're slightly arrogant, and we don't think anybody can produce entertainment as well as we can, so we don't get much entertainment from other parts of the world. Maybe y'all didn't realize that about Americans, that if it's not American produced, chances are we're not freaking interested. Hi, Tommy Joe. 17 to 40 for 5 peachy folders. Are you kidding? But that's the honest to God truth, Pat and Pace, that we are a little bit arrogant, especially about our entertainment. If it's not produced here, we're not interested. Another thing, and I wish we would air more, television or entertainment from other countries because, 1, y'all have different words for things, like, I had known this and I had forgotten that y'all call couches or sofas Chesterfields, and so the one of the mothers was sitting for an interview about one of her children had been killed, and she said, "And I just sat down on the Chesterfield." And I thought, that is something you never hear in America. I wanna hear more of that, like, or the boot of the car or just I don't know, kinda, um, maybe makes you remember that we are not the only country that can produce quality entertainment, that y'all are doing a damn up job up there, you know? And we shouldn't tell them that many major films are mostly filmed and produced in Canada. I know I do know that, Anne, but to me, they Americanize it. Um, like, they don't use the word Chesterfield. You see what I'm saying? There's a difference there. And I think I'd like some more leaves, so we'll do leaves coming out here toward the middle. only smaller this. Is that making sense, Tommy Joe? But yeah, I know there's a lot of entertainment filmed in Canada, and I'll support anything that isn't made in Hollywood, because those people have lost their freaking minds. Just saying. And just by saying that, I sound like such a arrogant American, but yeah. Yeah, I knew that Suits was, with the famous Meghan Markle. Yes, I did know that Barbara Chicken Pot Pie um, Society. Yeah, I wish they would more, use words like Chesterfield or things that we don't use here. I don't know. I think that probably makes me sound a little arrogant, but I don't intend. Thinking, just making sure that I probably should repeat that, but I wanna leave those 2 white for sure. Maybe I won't repeat it again. Oh, I could do it. Well, yeah, I could do it down here. And maybe I didn't express myself well enough, but I hope y'all know what I mean. Another thing is I wish they'd do more out of Australia because I love, love, love an Aussie accent. I like a UK accent too, but there's something about the word choice and just the way Aussies speak that to me is so flippin' endearing. And there's some accents I don't like, but I love an Aussie accent. They could go to Australia and just film koala bears and kangaroos, and I would be happy. How's that for stereotypes? I guess what I'm saying is I'm sick of our arrogance is what I'm sick of. And I am not an American basher, but when it comes to entertainment, yeah, I guess I kinda am. Also, can't miss with a good dot. Okay, that's good. Okay, see you, Devin. Hey, Colleen, did you show the burnt washi tape on your channel? Dee Dee was blaming you, so number one mostly have. Well, look at Cat and Pace going out there and doing all that research. Thank you, Cat. That's quite a few. That 171 Hollywood movies were filmed in Canada. I can believe that because you have so vast open spaces. I did see The Last Dance in Halifax, Anne. And another thing I like, it wasn't you this time. Okay, well then you're safe. Um, I'm gonna order it just so y'all know. Um, but yeah, I like Last Dance in Halifax. There's a few Canadian series that I watch religiously that I really, really enjoy. But you can only get them on streaming too. So there you go. All right, is this gonna work? Do I wanna do it here? Because right now I feel like the balance of art, white, and paint is good. I'm not crazy about that big old orange thing right there. So I'll do something about that, but I don't wanna split it in half either. So I think I will right about here. Look at this. Right about here. Okay, here we go, whether we like it or not. Because I wanna repeat that checkerboard dude. So and it probably won't be the same width because I'm just eyeballing here. Probably not straight. And this may be the last thing. I don't like the white around that. Um, oh, you know what I could do that might be interesting is pick one of the colors. Well, it's got blue around. I would say I could pick one of the colors and just paint that in. But is that cheating? I don't know because there's no rules. But knowing me, before I'm done, I will make up rules. I will end up having rules. I might go ahead and experiment with one of these too and pick a direction and add some shading just to see, does it make a difference out of curiosity. You don't know till you try, right? Okay. Always looks better when you repeat. Don't worry, be happy. Reason why is Canada dollar is so pathetic. Well, we're right there with you, Kat. Ours is going to be useless before it's all said and done. I'm pretty sure. I'm feeling like that probably has enough. And I'm not going to splatter this one, I don't think. Just looking at it, it feels kind of, but I would like to do one more. All right, I'm going to do it right here, I think. We'll see. Not a big area. These straight lines take a lot of concentration, you guys. All right. You're going to get wet if you mow anymore then. Time to stop. Aw, thank you, Kat. I'm thinking that one's just about done. I'm liking it. I think the balance to me feels right. This one is not exactly right yet, but it will be. Another thing I didn't do on this one is I like the lines that have, like, fat places and skinny places. I'm liking that a lot. So yeah, I definitely think this is something you're gonna maybe get better at the more you do it. But this seems a little, um, too much area up here. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I've already got enough of those. Let's see, I did that one 3 times, and I've got the lines. What else? Um, one of these big areas. Let's look in the camera. Generally, when you look in the camera, you get a better feel. Thinking add quotes, that would be very cool. That would be very cool. Um, this space right here, I think, is crying for, um, something. So, let's just draw some cow spots in it. I'll do it with a bigger pen, though, because that will take forever. You guys know what I'm talking about when I say cow spots? Just odd shapes that somehow fit together, look like they're on the ass end of a cow. I don't know if anybody else calls them cow spots. Alright, that feels better. Alright, Cat, give me a quote. Alright, and this, I just feel like this is begging for some leaves or something, right? There we go. Like it or not, some Zentangle got on there. Add some more of those down here. That feels a little better. I will never look at the end of a cow again without thinking cow spots? There's such a thing as cow spots, you know, we're gonna add some more right in here. I like it better with this, though. Do you guys wanna hear a funny thing about a cow? Um, I was, staying now this is long before I lived here, I was hell, I may not even be married yet, I don't know. Anyway, I was down here, and a friend of my mom's was kind enough to offer me a place to hang out and sleep, and she went to town or something one day and left me at the house, and there was a knock on the door, and, I went, and there's some guy there saying, "I think your cows are out in the road." And I'm like a city girl, I'd never been around cows or anything before, so I thought, "Well, I gotta solve this for Ann," you know? So I grabbed a rope and I went out, looked, and the cow was in the road. It really was. And, some guy came by and stopped and was laughing his ass off at me because I had gone out in her barn and gotten a rope, like I was gonna go out and lasso this damn cow, and he said, "Young lady, you can go put that rope right away. That cow you're not gonna lead that cow anywhere." And he just got behind it and, you know, started making noise and walking toward the cow to get the cow to go whatever direction he wanted it to go. But he laughed at me so hard because here's this city girl out there with a, um, flipping rope like I'm gonna lasso the damn cow. I had no clue what the hell I was doing. And then I told Ann when she got home, she had a good laugh over that too. "What'd you think you were gonna do with that rope?" "I'm gonna lasso the cow, I guess, I don't know." Mhm. Yeah, cow spots. That's this decoration on cattle. Alright, that one I'm feeling a little bit better. Cowgirl, get that lasso, exactly. They laughed at me, they thought I was ridiculous. Alright, and this corner needs something, I can't have both corners white. So, what one do we want to repeat? I actually need another cow spot one, but, um, I don't wanna add another design. Okay, we'll just do the diagonal lines. Still show mostly white, but yeah. Haven't thought about and bigs in years. Alright. Now how's that feeling? That feels better. Everything feels a little better. It's still I don't know, this is a big old spot in here, but we're gonna leave it because we have plenty of white. Alright, we're leaving it. I like that one, I think it'll be better when they're cut out and you can look at them independently, but I think I'm okay with that. Now I did not add any more of the teardrops, but that's okay because I don't particularly care for them anyway. There you go. Herd a cow. Yep. Alright, let's do this little, because I don't have a lot of time left. Um, let's just jump right into the middle here. And all these colors really mesh together, so I don't have much hard lines here, but I'm gonna use circles again for sure. It does look like a map an awful lot. I will agree with you guys there. And this one's little, so if I end up with little spaces, that probably will be okay. I almost wish I had used a darker purple. And there isn't much white left on this one, so whatever little bit of white I got, I've almost got to save it. Because I think one of the things that makes it appealing is the white spaces that are left. All right, where's my circle? We'll start there. Because it is smaller, use a little bit smaller. E. Bronco busting that cow. Sorry, Janet. Wow, rodeo. I think she's going to tame that dairy cow. Let's watch. And that's probably what they were thinking. Quote that suits you today: "A day without laughter is a day wasted." Is that not the truth? Oh my God, that is so the truth. Now let me think about where do I want to add it. All right, I'm going to write that down. Well, if those are used that were at Dee Dee's, I was thinking yesterday while I was breaking my back out in the garden, um, because y'all know that I live out here with a bunch of strangers, and um, when I was sitting out there thinking, um, how many of these people, either riding up and down in their golf carts or walking or whatever, um, go an entire day with zero laughter, and how sad their life must be. Hi, Kathy D's Creative Chaos. Welcome to Janet's Creative Idiocy. But anyway, I was thinking, how many of these people literally go through how many days in their lives without laughter? They just seem so damn sour. Because I promise you, Robert and I sit here and laugh almost all day, every day. Everything strikes me as funny. Even bad stuff strikes me as funny sometimes. So, yeah, I feel sorry for those people so much. All right, this one of the things I really like is circles, obviously. So I think I'll do, well, this is a small design. I can't really do that. Um, We're gonna do it anyway. Yes, sorry, Bob. We'll do it in this part. No. Yeah, that's an awful big area. Okay, we'll break it up, is what we'll do. And in this part here, because I do like some heavy black. So we'll just do the circles, only rather than color the circles in, we'll do the black background. We'll see if we can use this or if it's just going to take too long. I don't know. I think I like this. I will do more of it, I'm pretty sure. Of course, I thought when I did the neurographic art, I would do more of that. And I think I did 2 of them, maybe 3. And then I was like, okay, I'm done. So who knows how much of this I will actually do. But I like the idea of including a quote, Kat. I do like that. I'm just going to have to see now how I can actually incorporate it. Do I take one small section and rather than making it a focal point, just making it part of the overall design where you kind of have to be looking at it carefully to even see that there's a quote on there? That's kind of what I'm inclined to do. So it doesn't just distract or detract from the overall appearance and is just built in as part of it. Kat, I'm going to go back and read what you wrote about the paying duty on gifts. Because that annoys me. Because I really would. I wouldn't mind at all, helping you guys out. But not if you're going to end up punished for it. That's the thing. Because even surprising you with some happy mail might, you know, if you ended up having to pay something for it, that would piss me off. That's not the idea here. Know what I mean? Jelly bean? Or maybe I'll just look it up on the internet what they say about how you can. Yep, my chat disappeared. Hang on. Sitting out in the porch with a double barrel and salt shells. There you go. Yeah, see, Robert and I just laugh all the time. Well, okay. Maybe I laugh at Robert. Hey, you big dope. I want to break this one up, so I think I'll do a hashtag pattern in here. So that's pretty painless. I kind of try and do it by weight too, like that black, that's pretty heavy. This hashtag I would consider medium, but it breaks up the 2 circles really well. And this is another pattern I used to draw all the time. Outline something with circles. And then turn it into like lace. Keeping an eye on the golf carts. You have no idea when they're here. Ugh. Okay. I like those pieces. Do a really small one up here. And this might be too big an area. I don't know. Because this is such a small little card. We'll see. And even if it looks messy as you're working on it, somehow it always works out, I think. Kind of like Zentangle. It almost looks like um, maybe I could draw them to look like it too. When you repeat the patterns like that, it almost looks like those are pieces that are torn out and you can see what's underneath, right? So just because we can, let me get a gray here. We use the real light gray. Yeah, that's a real light one. Let's just draw a little bit of border around this. Anything that you want to look recessed, because I talked about doing this earlier. Let's just give it a go right now because your brain probably isn't going to even look at it and see it, but it'll register as shadowed. So tell me if you guys can even see this. I'm not sure that it adds anything better either, though, but it will add dimension that otherwise you might not have. And then if I did that, like just doing, okay. So then you kind of picked a perspective. Can you guys see the difference? I'll have to pay attention, see if I think that or not. Or where's the other one? It's hard to see that light gray on this. Where's the white pen? I'm going to fix this. The ink was still too wet when I did it. I don't like that, I can always just black over it. Mm. No, no, I won't do that. I'm inclined to turn the turn that into, like, a pipe, but I'm not going to. Alright, leave it alone, stop, enough. Alright, this big area up here. Hmm, I don't wanna get rid of that purple, though, because that is the prettiest purple. Okay, Joan, go have fun with your boys, and, we'll see you around the interwebs. One of the things Creation Cece does, is she likes a lot of gold on hers too, so I don't know, maybe as I do this more and decide the elements that I really like or something that I don't like so much, I might try adding some gold or oh, you know what? I'm doing that again rather than that. Okay, here's how we'll take care of that, we'll just cover in some of them. How about that? Got so mindless I forgot. That's how you fix that. One thing I think I have already decided that I really like is the straight lines. It's somewhere in amongst this randomness is a straight line. But that could be just my brain telling me that where's all the straight lines here? And maybe that's why I didn't go back to graphic art. I don't know. But like the straight lines here and here, for whatever reason, that calms my brain or something. I don't know. When you notice that you're kind of a freak that way, I think you spend more time looking for those things, like, because there was a time I would have told you, I don't even notice that I have that OCD component, but then after you recognize it, I think you look for it more. Like, is that my OCD brain telling me to do something that other people don't have to think about? I don't know. And I have not ever been diagnosed OCD, you guys. I just noticed that certain things, especially in art, um, bring out the worst in me. Or maybe it's not the worst, it's just something else. They do look and all of them look much the same, and maybe it's because I choose elements that look much the same. I don't know. What do you guys I don't know. I think I do want some more lines. I wanna use lines on here. That's too big an area for sure. I'll have fun this week playing with this. Try not to make it kind of a formula, you know? Yep, lost chat. Hang on. Hang on, hang on. Um, how much should we be charging? It's not OCD, it's you being attentive to details. If you feel like you can breathe, or that the sky will fall. Okay, well, I don't feel like the sky's gonna fall. And I don't sit around and feel like something bad is gonna happen. I just recognize that certain things make me more comfortable. I know full well that um, cleaning your stencils is not going to change the world. But when my stuff is clean, I just feel better. I feel better about putting it back where it belongs, you know? But it does satisfy some, like, need in me, you know? So thanks, Anne. I'm feeling so much better about my bad self here now. Okay, up in here, I want let's see, where's a good place to break this? No, I don't have panic or anything like that. I mean, I think all of us at some point in our lives feel some measure of anxiety, like in new situations or something like that. I don't have that, and I don't have to count a certain number of times or there's none of that, but it's mostly about I would just feel so well, before I can sit down and relax in the evenings, right? I know some people can go to bed with dirty dishes in their kitchen. I have never, ever, ever been able to do that, ever. But I don't feel like something's bad is gonna happen if I do go to bed with dishes in the sink. I just think I don't wanna get up to that. And what was really funny when the boys were young, you know, when they got to be teenagers or whatever, and they didn't have a bedtime and they stayed up later than Jim and um, I was probably more militant about tidiness and cleanliness because we all had to live there together, right? So you don't get to trash out the house that the rest of us have to live in. That was my feeling. Um, but I could get up in the morning and I could tell you every move those boys made after I went to bed. Every move I could tell you. I could tell if they made peanut butter and jelly. I could tell you everything. And it didn't make me angry or anything. I wasn't that kind of freak. Um, but I'd be like, "Oop, Coke had peanut butter and jelly," or Janie had a bowl of cereal. And it was usually about eating because I was so picky about the kitchen. Because they just didn't pick up the crumbs and wipe the counters like I did. So I knew pretty much everything they did after I went to bed. But the good thing about that is I raised them right, and if they cook a meal, which they all can cook, um, they've learned to clean up after themselves, and I hope to God their wives appreciate it. They better. Alright, I got 3 of those. I'll use the pen for speed. All right, that feels good. I have to clean the house before leaving it. My husband tries to reassure me the burglars will not leave a note complaining about the mess. I kind of do that too, though. I don't. I'm not going to leave my house in a mess. Mostly because I don't want to have to come home to it. Thanks, Katie. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. Yeah, I'm okay with these. They're fun. They're fun as hell. This is like zero pressure art for real. You don't have to worry about your end product. Oh, I just thought of another really good design. If you're sitting here alone doing this, you probably would be surprised how your brain just goes ahead and wonders and thinks up, okay, I could do that on the next one or whatever, you know? At least I do. All right, we're getting without a whole lot of time, so I'm going to go ahead. I'll decide later if they're actually finished or if I want to add more to them. But I'm going to go ahead and cut them and look at them as individual little cards. This one I definitely want black splatters, and I'm not sure I like that, but whatever. We'll deal with that another day. Where's my black splatterage? Did I just put my sleeve in the ink? I did. Well, it's a good thing I remember to wear paint shirts on Mondays because that would have been another shirt. Does anybody have shirts that aren't considered paint shirts in their life? I don't. Or if I do, they haven't been out of the closet in so long I've forgotten I own them. Let me hit that with a heat gun real quick. Where did I put it? Heat gun. Definitely wipe it off the washi tape because for whatever reason, it is not going to dry on the washi. For real. Okay. This one I haven't done yet. Well, won't matter. Oh, but I want to be able to draw right up to the edge. So, okay, wait. We just cut it real quick. Where'd the white pen go? I think that washi tape is about a 1/2 inch wide. Yeah, that's fine. Because I want to leave the washi on on that one. All right, where's my metal ruler? You guys thought you were going to get out of here without me forcing a ruler on you, didn't you? Joke's on you. Oh. Ooh, can you hear the thunder? That is some loud thunder going on out there. It's been going on all weekend. We'd had enough rain for a while. It can stop if it wants. When I finish this one, I'll try and remember to post it on IG. All right, let's hopefully this washi will peel right off. Well, yes, it is. Cool. That's actually pretty good washi. I don't remember if it's Jane Davenport or Diane Reed. I don't know. Yeah, that's cool. I like it. I like it. That one is going to keep its washi for a little while. Lots of thunder. Well, that one's kind of cool because the it kind of looks like the paper's white, but it's actually light red. So it's yeah, it's very cool looking. Well, now isn't that just a cool little piece of art hanging out on my desk right there? There's something very satisfying about that. I don't know what it is exactly. All right, Kat, I'm going to have to figure out where to write the quote. I'm kind of going to think I want the quote on this one. And maybe I'll write it right there, even though I don't particularly care for it in the center. Let's just do it anyway. Thanks, you guys. Yeah, a day without laughter. Let's get our lettering guide out here. I'm not going to write it real big Now, the one thing about this is the lettering in my world has got to be straight. The rest of it, not so much. I can get away with not worrying about it. I'm just gonna do regular block lettering with some serifs on it. A day. And I'll do justified left so I don't have to worry so much about spacing. Laug. I sure would hate to misspell it at this point, right? Well, I'll go ahead and do this. If it bothers me that line goes through there, I'll just white it out and fix it. A day without laughter is a day wasted. I'm going to have to move it over, I guess, a little bit. Look at how well that. All right, really tiny. That's, look at how crooked that is. You spell Winnie the Pooh, W-I-N-N-I-E? Yeah. Isn't it crazy that all of a sudden I had a brain fart and couldn't think of it? You guys see that? Probably not, because that is pretty tiny. Day without laughter is, I might fix that. Let's see how we can do that. Let's just give that E its own little space here. Let that dry and fix it so you can see the E. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, let's read chat. Thanks, Colleen. Write half a book around the edges. What I use to write small is, um, they actually for graphic artists and everything, I learned to use one of these 100 years ago when we used to design things by hand. Nobody designs by hand anymore. Everybody designs, on a computer, but architects and, any graphic artists, use these lettering templates, um, and they came in sizes. This one happens to be inches, but you could get them in points and anything else, but it's just a lettering guide so that your block lettering stayed, very even and nice. Well, I like to write small, so I just made my own. So this is like 7-point type, 1/8 inch type, 3/16 and 1/4 inch. I just make my own. Just, like if you buy those decadent yummy brownies in Walmart, use the packaging, from that, and then just, um here's a cool one I made that has, like yeah, I don't know if you guys can see it though. Um, has tons of different sizes. So you can use it to keep your lettering very neat and even, but if you want lines of a certain width, you can also use it to do your own lettering width if you don't wanna use the lettering guide, but you can make straight lines with it too. Lettering guides are like the most fabulous freaking things on the planet. Yeah, you can make your own, Colleen. Just glom onto the acetate that you get your brownies in or your cinnamon rolls or all the other junk food that I can never resist and I have to buy. But I always justify it by saying, "Well, after the brownies are gone, I can cut a lettering guide." Oh, it's they're are you kidding, Dee Dee? They're all just look at here's a watercolor swatch, here's a lettering template, circle template, here's another little all uniform one. Here's another little lettering guide. Oh, what's this? This is a store-bought one. This is a handmade one. Here's another lettering guide. Oh my gosh, we have another Oh, and if you need a T-square, we've got one of those as well. What else have we got up here? More lettering guides. Oh, here's the one. Now, this one I literally have had probably since I took, art lessons or graphic arts, and those little dots are that so that you can make, rules. I have shown you guys how to make them. So and in my world, you can never have too much, but look at that doesn't take up any room, right? Just stands up here right behind my address book, and then when I need a cool tool, it's just sitting there waiting. So this one I will do probably tomorrow because I gotta finish laundry. Since I worked outside all weekend, I'll be doing laundry on Tuesday, and I'll finish that. This one will be good because I can use bigger designs too, and I'm not sure which is my favorite. I like them all. And I'll probably throw them into some Happy Mail or something. Who knows? I don't know. Hey, Christopher, look at all them cool templates, right? And you can make your own. I have an illness. I don't dispute that. And y'all can make fun of me all you want. I don't really care. The day I will care is when the day you volunteer to pay my bills. Until then, don't care. Make fun of me all day long, every day. Don't care. All right, you knuckleheads. I'm running over here. I'm gonna go get us something to eat. You need lots of cool stuff. Here's cool pens to go with all the cool templates and the sweet rulers. Okay? Go buy yourself some. You haven't I love to dance. I think that's in fact why I married my husband. I loved him, but he liked to dance. All right, Terry, go draw a turkey, a bat, and an armadillo walk into a bar picture, okay? All right, you guys, go have some fun. Try and be kind. It's getting harder every day, I swear to God, but do your best. And love you guys. See you next time. I'll see you at Dee Dee's. Thumbs up on your way out, goofballs. See you later. Bye.